Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and get started. This is what, episode 6?
Yes.
Okay,
Episode 6, the
Lougening.
The Lougening, yes. The Lounge Cast.
The much more relaxed cast.
The Lazy Pod.
The Lazy Pod. It's quality stuff, Ryan. It's quality stuff. You're going to go far.
Welcome back to Telefy FM.
This is Telefy FM, the podcast where we talk about almost nothing, but sometimes something. Let's start with the Florida man.
Well, Ryan, Nick, okay, we've done the thing.
I'm Nick, this is Ryan.
Hello.
Yeah, I almost reversed it on myself. I'm Ryan, this is Nick. Wait.
We're trying something new today.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we actually
are. Give something a shot. Okay, so we're going to start with Florida Man. And this is from Reddit. Florida man and his girlfriend arrested for killing their landlord and living with the body for 2 weeks.
Now, this is...
I can relate to this.
I can relate to this, but it's macabre in a kind of 18th century way that I really appreciate. Like, I imagine farmers and the witch, like, killing their landlord and then living with the body, but also serving it dinner as in, like, some spiritual
Not just
thing.
serving at dinner, but dressing it up for dinner.
Exactly.
Evening.
Exactly. And they're, like, telling the children that it's still alive. Mm-hmm. Like, really macabre
just very tired, like an 18th century Weekend at Bertie's.
Like, it just looks like Abraham Lincoln in, like, a gray wig just sitting at the end of the table with, like, sunglasses on.
And there's a string. And hi.
They're, like, circle shades because it's the 18th century. No, I like this one. It's macabre, but I like it, strangely enough.
This is Florida people, I guess. Florida woman cites inability to perform before attacking Florida man with sex toy.
Okay. Now, she cites inability to perform, but I think she is performing more than most.
I think she was referring to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she attacked him with a sex toy
no,
because
that makes
he couldn't
sense.
perform.
Yeah, well, she's just picking up the slack, really.
Really?
I would be mad, too, to be honest. But then again, she does have a sex toy with her.
I feel like there's a clause in Florida law that allows for justice providing that it is poetic.
Right.
And appropriate.
It is poetic, if anything.
Florida man car theft suspect falls out of tree trying to escape.
Now, the one right before this does this thing that I want to see more of these do that they don't, is explain, like, the circumstances that led to this situation.
Mm-hmm. I like going in blind on this.
Yeah, this one reminds me kind of like Killdozer, if you'll remember that.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, Killdozer was this thing that happened. I'm not sure if it was in the early 2000s or the late 90s, but Killdozer, bear with me, is this this true story of... It's also a movie now, so this is the true story of that. It's this guy who worked in, like, a machine shop, or like he had his own little shop in LA, and a company wanted to come in and film something there, and they were gonna, get his ass out of the property. Mm-hmm. So he's like, all right, fine, give me a month.
Okay.
That's where Killdozer comes in.
What did he build in a month besides Killdozer?
Exactly. He's like a bulldozer, and he covered it in, like, steel plating and concrete, and, like, stacked it all on top of it. Like, I have to show you a picture to really, like, cement what this is in your head.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
But he doesn't even wait the full month. He goes ahead and just starts rampaging. He doesn't kill anyone. He just destroys some buildings. That's all he wants. He wanted to live by his own terms.
All because they wanted him out of the shop.
Well, they were going to take his property away from him. You can't do that to him.
Had they bought it from him?
They were going to try to. That was the plan.
And then they told him to get out.
Exactly. Put a sniper rifle in there. Didn't kill anybody. But he had his shit together, and they couldn't get him. They couldn't shoot him. They couldn't do anything to him. They tried to gas it, but he had air filters. He had a toilet in there. He had a water supply. He had food.
That man is a genius.
He is a genius until he went over a building and fell through the foundation. Not through the foundation, through the basement onto the foundation. At which point he was real stuck. He was doing like an Austin Powers K-turn situation. And then the cops...
24-point turn.
Right, yeah. The cops started circling him and tried to get in, and he ended up just killing himself.
Wow.
Just done.
Brutal.
But I respect that. He went out on his own terms. His own life.
Okay.
Yeah, he just... Everything he did in the last day of his life, it's up to him. I'm gonna shit in this steel box if I damn well want to. You can't stop me!
Makes me wonder if he had an actual working toilet or a chamber pot.
I don't think we'll ever get the detailed
These are the questions that
schematics.
need to be answered.
No, I agree. Apparently there's a toy of it.
I saw there was a GTA 5 mod where you could get the Killdozer.
Okay, I appreciate that. Because it's also a movie that they ended up making.
Yeah. Killdozer.
There's a similar story of the
It's like Bus Puncher. Or Truck Puncher, that's what it was.
truck. That's so good. It was so good. The days of those
Rocket
shorts,
Jump, right?
Yeah, and then the one with like Sherlock versus
Oh,
Dracula.
God.
Yeah.
What the hell is the name of that one?
It was like
Fan Friction.
Fan Friction. It was so good. Here, there's this other one from like I think it's '94. It's a tank police chase. I went down a hole of these yesterday.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, this is in L.A. and like I think it was '94, but it's like this older, like I'd say United States '70s era tank. I'd say I'm not sure for sure.
That's
like
Korea or Vietnam.
Yeah, it's like an M60 or something. But in like '94, and the guy's name was Sean Nelson, apparently addicted to meth. Escaped some kind of situation, much like these Florida people. I'm not really sure of the origin of this case, but how it ended is a chase by cops of this tank going down the freeway, and he would crush cars as he's going.
Holy cow! How many people did he end up killing?
I'm not sure of the statistics there.
Other than a lot.
I do know that they pinned him down, and they shot him in this situation. But I'm surprised with the efficiency a meth addict was able to drive a tank. Like
Super focused, man.
I mean, the turret was facing the opposite direction, but I feel like that was a
Booster situation.
I feel like that was an image of peace,
No.
saying we're free.
The
we're
turret
fine.
facing backwards is an old GTA trick.
You got to get across the bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah, just keep
you turn
shooting.
it backwards, keep shooting. It'll boost you, and then you can fly.
I just never got to that damn bridge.
What the hell was that noise?
Is that our doorbell? I feel like it is.
Was that the doorbell? This part of the episode brought to you by Jimmy John's.
Hey.
The delivery for Nick?
Yeah, be okay.
Just
Thank you.
Here you go.
How's it going?
Woo!
I got some.
That was quick.
I like sandwiches.
Freaky fast.
It was like $10. Ugh. So as I was saying, this this tank chase goes on for quite a bit. They end up killing the guy. And a pickle. And I got a pickle. This is my food for the day.
Okay, well, going on to Florida Man number 4, and this is a man I can relate to. They don't describe his crime or anything. They just describe Florida Man. Florida Man just wants some goddamn peace and quiet. That is a Cards Against Humanity answer right there.
Yeah, I think all of these are kind of Cards Against Humanity answers. You could put these on like your homemade Cards Against Humanity set.
Florida Man arrested after stabbing roommate, who's also his wife's boyfriend.
Well, this is just a classic case of the mistake was made months ago. Years almost.
It was a crime of passion.
It was a crime of passion.
You done rustling your paper?
I'm good.
Okay. Florida Man receives apology letter from ex-girlfriend, proceeds to grade it and send it back.
That's
Which
adorable.
is some shit that I would do.
That's not Florida Man, that's Pennsylvania Man. I love that one so much.
Passive-aggressive, fuck you.
Yep. Grade it and send it back.
And then, finally, I had to do 6 today because 5 just wasn't enough because this one's perfect. Transgendered Florida woman pleads no contest for injecting mix of Fix-A-Flat and cement and passing off as butt injections.
Wait, what's Fix-A-Flat?
The stuff that you inject into tires to seal holes. So it was a mixture of
She's
like...
not dead?
I think she was selling it to people.
Okay. I wouldn't buy any of that without some proof of concept.
Yeah.
Now the idea...
A mixture of rubber and cement in your ass?
No, I mean, it's already that. But the idea itself, I appreciate. I appreciate the innovation she's trying to pull off.
Like the go-get-em attitude?
Yeah, she's trying something new that other people wouldn't necessarily consider. She's putting things in a situation that no one else has tried. They might work, they might, probably won't. But if she just had some research, some proof of concept before she tried to push her product, maybe
She should have gone on Shark Tank.
She should have.
She should have.
I think
It's a no from me, dog. Sorry, different show.
Is
But
it Mark Cuban on that?
yes.
Yes, okay. I love Mark Cuban so much. He's so weird. He's one of those guys like, I got into computers.
And everyone's like, that's nice, Mark.
And then he has billions of dollars. How'd you make all your money, Mark? Computers. We don't understand.
Selling, making, raping, what?
He based like all of internet radios, like the way it streams.
Uh-huh.
Like, he invented that.
Well then.
It's weird. He has like weird connections to like stuff we still use.
I mean, I just know the name. I don't know anything about the man.
Yeah, he has had a bunch of different jobs. Not unlike a Vice reporter. In another life, he'd probably be a Vice reporter.
He was Nightcrawler. Oh, now you can see some of the posters, by the way.
Yeah, we got some movie posters around here. Remember when we tried to name our show something?
Yeah, no, we were just like, Prisoners of Podcast.
Prisoners of Podcast.
The Hateful Two.
Lord of Gore, I don't know. Lord of Gore Verbinski. I need to watch Cure for Wellness. That came out from him.
It does look pretty good.
It does look good. It has, like, decent reviews.
Pretty
Unlike Logan. Logan. I want to make a double feature of John Wick 2 and Logan.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. John Wick first, then Logan.
Because, as everyone's pointed out on the internet, Keanu Reeves is a great actor so long as he's playing a detached murderer.
As long as he doesn't need to have emotion.
As long as he doesn't have to... As long as he's not doing a period piece, we're fine.
He's fine at playing, like, an avatar for a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
As in Neo.
Yeah.
Or, as The
Jesus.
Matrix, as in Neo. Yeah, an avatar for a Jesus 14-year-old kid. Weird metaphor. Or someone a 14-year-old kid wants to be.
As in John Wick.
He's good at both of those things. So I think, deep down, he's just a 14-year-old kid in the mech.
I still always see him as Bill. No, sorry, he's Ted, because it's Bill S. Preston Esquire.
Yeah, that's him.
And Ted Theodore Logan.
I see him more. Was he in Dude, Where's My Car?
I don't know.
I think that was Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, that was him. I know he was in that.
There's a weird while
Overlap there.
Yeah, there's a weird amount of movies. Like Dumb and Dumber, Dude, Where's My Car? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted is a timeless classic.
I mean, it is.
Both of them.
But also...
Be excellent to each other.
Was that, looking back, was that just a ripoff of Back to the Future?
Might have been. It was a weird amalgamation
Yeah.
of Back to the Future and Doctor Who. Because they ended up using a phone booth.
Oh, God. Rufus is dead. They can't make any more of those.
Yeah. Sad.
They can't make Leon 2 either.
What do you say?
We need a Leon 2. I honestly, let me pitch you on something.
They're both alive. She's a little old for that now, but... Because that was Natalie Portman, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yes, she was 6. Let me pitch you on this.
I feel like she was older than that, but okay.
I would Google it. Yeah, Google it. I need a pitch. So, Leon 2. All right. The whole idea is this. Leon 1. Let's go back. No spoilers though.
11. She was 11.
Okay.
Anyways.
But
She was Emoy's age.
But they wouldn't need him because remember how that movie ends.
Yeah, I know. No, I was talking about her.
I know. I'm just saying we only need her.
Yeah.
So for our new movie, Nick and Ryan Productions, Telefy FM.
Leon 2, The Quickening.
Leon 2, The Quickening. It involves one Natalie Portman, right, finding a forgotten child on the street and taking care of that child. When she learns through DNA testing, because it's the future, we can do that stuff now. It's Keanu Reeves' child from John Wick. He didn't think he had a kid. What do you think the dog was a metaphor for?
It's a Leon crossover.
It's a Leon crossover. And she's a deadly trained assassin, has to kill people to save this child, who she finds out about midway through the movie has better abilities at killing than she does, and she just throws them at bad people.
Go get him.
Go get them.
Like a Charlie's Angels situation. I feel like Natalie Portman accidentally got as good as she is. Like, she lucked into, like, she was a badass in Leon, but then, from what I remember, she pretty much dropped off the face of the earth, or out of the public view, pretty much until episode 1 of Star Wars. And then everyone was like, oh shit, yeah. She's awesome.
I think there's a new generation. Hold on, let me...
Finish rustling your jimmies.
Never subs again. I'm not getting a sub next time. We're just gonna get pizza.
Anyways.
As I was saying,
There's a new generation.
there's a new Natalie Portman we're seeing now. Old Natalie Portman would not do the kinds of things she's doing now.
But she's kind of embraced her badass following, I guess. Like, Lonely Island made a song about her, and she was in it, talking about ripping off someone's head and taking a shit.
Seeing the way that people have aged since, like, we knew them from our childhoods, like, if you look at, who's the one that dated, Britney Spears?
Kevin Federline?
Timberlake?
Timberlake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Britney Spears can't make a decision on her own at this point. She's
No.
completely,
Kim?
she's just not a human being anymore. She's destroyed. Her life is just a sad crumple of itself.
But you gotta give her props. She's still putting herself out there.
Is she?
She is.
I think
Perfume ads.
I don't know. I've seen too many. Why have the perfume ads come back? I thought those were dead. I thought they died.
They're always weird. Like, if you don't know what the ad is about within 10 seconds of it coming on, chances are it's Perfume.
That's fair. Lots of weird tongue biting.
And Johnny Depp without sunglasses, which is just not right. You should not be able to see the man's eyes.
I thought that Perfume ad was scraps from his movie Transcendence.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just scraps.
Mm-hmm. Who wears that much jewelry?
What's he digging up? Did he bury a body in the desert? Johnny Depp, you can tell us. It doesn't all have to be a metaphor.
I'm sorry you're going blind, but tell us.
He's burying Transcendence.
But no, I was gonna say, I feel like Natalie Portman is what Keira Knightley wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. No, I appreciate that, yeah. Also, Elijah Dushku.
Yeah. Well, no, she wants to be Michelle Rodriguez.
Which no one should... I mean, good on Michelle Rodriguez, but...
Don't try to emulate
that. Shouldn't... Don't try and emulate it, because you'll never be Michelle Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure it's a great place to be to begin with.
I mean, she's pretty well set. I mean, anytime Robert Rodriguez or...
Which is all the time.
Yeah, or Quentin Tarantino makes a movie, she pops up at least once, so she's
Yeah.
got some pretty steady money right there. Because they're always making movies.
Mm-hmm. There's, did you hear about the new Predators movie?
There's another one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't hear about this.
Predator 4. Shane Black.
Who?
Shane Black. Writer of Nice Guys, Lethal Weapon. Was in the original Predator, was the guy with glasses.
Oh!
That guy.
Really?
Yeah,
They
apparently...
turn you into a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
They started filming on it, like a couple days ago.
Really?
Yeah, it looks intense.
I mean,
I'm stoked.
the other new one was pretty good. I enjoyed
Mhm.
it. It was very, it had the feel of the original Predator. Now tell me they're not going for a Predator 2 feel in this one.
I think that's the only bad Predator
Because
we've ever gotten.
if Danny Glover shows up in any other form than a corpse, I'm going to be very upset. Because he was not the right choice for that movie.
He was not, but neither was the city of Los Angeles.
No, it was not.
Or, I don't know, that
Christ,
subway tunnel the end takes place in.
Sidney Poitier would have been better.
God. I really want a Predators movie to take place in Tijuana. And with Robert Rodriguez leading the way he is,
There's a pretty good
there's
chance.
a pretty good chance.
It'll happen.
Yeah. He directed, what was the last one?
Yeah, no, he did.
Predators, yeah.
And it
Adrian
turned
Brody
out
with short
really
hair.
well.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody with short hair and a gigantic schnoz.
Have you seen the pictures comparing him to John Locke?
No, but I can picture it.
Yeah, there's just John Locke and that one painting of him in the
Uh-huh.
chair. He's like, and Adrian Brody just like,
In the same pose. You're just like,
same
"Oh, look,
nose.
Same man.
All you need is the nose and the cheekbones for Adrian Brody, and you got it.
Pretty much.
If you get the mole, bonus credit.
And that kind of gruff and semi-awkwardness to him, which is a weird mixture.
I think I hit shredded lettuce, which was just solid.
Shredded lettuce hates you.
You know, you're right with the amount that's on the floor now.
It's running away from your face.
Oh! It's like Sausage Party, the food's escaping. Did you ever see Sausage Party?
No, but I saw enough of the ads to see it.
Yeah, it looked... Apparently it gets real... what is it? Team America World Police.
Oh, great.
If you remember
Puppet
the...
sex?
Puppet sex. There's something similar to that in the movie. From what I hear, I haven't seen the movie.
You mean that a movie involving a phallic hot dog and a
What's the opposite of phallic?
bun reminiscent of a vagina?
You mean a vulvic bun?
Vulvic bun?
A vulvic bun is what I got right here. It's called French bread.
Ew.
Oh, God. That movie looked bad.
We were talking about yeast earlier, so this is gross.
Made it worse.
That's
Worse.
what you can always count on me to do.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight.
So we're going to continue talking about movies, or do we want to move on to the main theme of the podcast?
No, I think we should move on to the main theme of the podcast. If you've
Alright.
read the title, which either is going to be The Lougening or Cool Drunk Stories.
The drinking.
Yeah, The Drinking. Ooh, I like that too. It fits.
We'll have the drinking, and then its spiritual successor, the vodcast.
The podcast. We need to do that soon.
It's going to happen.
Now that I have Monday mornings off, it's more feasible. We'll discuss off the air. But we're going to do cool times you got drunk.
Yeah.
Fast
cool
times
or
at
regrettable.
Fast times at Whiskey High.
Woo!
So what do you got, Ryan?
Well, disclaimer, most of my drunk stories that are memorable end with me vomiting. And that's the main point of the story.
All the good ones do. Or
Um,
thinking you vomited and then waking up to find that you in fact did not.
No, I most definitely did.
Damn it.
Well, back when I would have been a junior at this point. My first year at Georgia College, me and one of the guys that I used to work with, we decided to get drunk, which,
Those are weird times.
in and of itself, we were like, well, let's drink. So we just started drinking, and you drink to get drunk.
Huh.
However, I did not intend to get nearly as hammered as I did.
Right.
In hindsight, I should have expected it, because we bought like 4 bottles of whiskey. 2 people bought 4 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
Yeah. So I had it was a bottle about the size of a beer bottle with, it was like maple flavored whiskey or something like that. It was good. I liked it.
Maple flavor.
And then I also had a 375 milliliter bottle of Jack Daniel's honey. Yeah, exactly. I love that stuff, but...
I say that having drinking most of yours that you left at Alex.
Yeah, you did. You really did.
That was my
But-
go-to whenever I'd be at his house. I'd just take a shot of that.
But that being said, I drank most of both of those bottles. Like, I drank all of the honey, and about all but maybe an inch of
And
the...
you remember this
Yes.
instance? Okay.
At one point, we were on the
That's the
steps...
exceptional thing here.
Yeah, at one point we were on the steps of Bell Hall reading dirty limericks to people as they walked by. Because I still have a book of limericks, 1,400 to be exact.
Sound like a real charmer.
I really know how to woo
A real tassel tongue, that one.
the fairer sex. And then we started to lose our buzz, so we went back inside, drank some more, like you do. And then at one point somebody was like, "Hey, let's go to College Station," and I was like, "Cool, let's go to College Station," because I'm hammered. Everything's a good idea.
Yeah, that's so. I like to imagine you reading dirty limericks outside on these steps, and then turning to your friend and say, "Starting to lose my buzz," and as if
that's pretty much how it happened.
As if this plane still had landing gear. You were like, "This can't end this way.
Let's go elsewhere."
Someone gonna drill off those landing gear."
Yeah, no, I went in hard.
You were going for a fiery.
It was
Crash landing
It was
or
bad. It was on
nothing.
6 o'clock news afterwards.
Yeah.
But we went to College Station, and disclaimer: before I went to College Station, I had maybe a shot of the honey whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I drank my fill of the maple.
The maple.
So we get to College Station, and I proceed to drink the whiskey like it was a bottle of water. Just destroyed the son of a bitch.
I made that mistake.
Because when you're that hammered, you don't feel it anymore. You just taste it, and
Right.
it's delicious.
Right. There's always a way to get to whiskey not feeling like anything.
Now, between here and the end of this story, things get hazy. Not blacked out so much as just
Okay.
grainy.
Yeah.
Like 8mm film grainy. Like I'm watching an old VHS of my life.
Okay, I thought you meant the movie 8mm.
No.
Okay.
No. Not Super 8. But,
Either one is bad. Either one is a bad situation to be
but
in.
I remember talking out my ass about psychology with someone because, I was a college student drunk and, everybody's an armchair psychologist at that point. And then we went outside to just talk because you get overheated. And
Right.
I remember looking at the bottle, seeing that it was mostly empty and thinking, I'm going to regret this.
You look to your other hand, there's
And then-
one taped to your other hand, you're
And,
like,
and then things kind of blurred for a second. And then I'm standing up going, guys, I don't feel so good. And the next thing I remember, I am vomiting profusely
Damn it.
off of the second-story balcony of College Station.
So this isn't the stilts either, though.
No, this was the main.
Okay, the stilts would
building.
be...
Like, you drive
That would
into
just be
College...
rude.
You drive into the main part of College Station.
Yeah.
And then it's that first building on the left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was on the
Yeah.
first... I was on that second set of
I've done this exact thing before.
I was puking off the balcony, and like it was brutal.
Yeah.
That where you like feel it in your toes, puke, and
Ugh.
then
Like it sucks. It sucks
eventually I
parting
ran
you
out,
back into you. And
I
you're like,
ran
this-
out of things to vomit. I was just dry heaving. I was like, someone give me water.
Yeah.
And so I'm drinking water and pulling it back up just so I'm not destroying myself. Somebody walked in right next to a stream of vomit coming down.
Is that a Halloween decoration? No, it's a man. That's a man.
And then we had to walk back to Bell Hall after I had stopped
Walk.
chucking. Yes, walk.
Stumble
Because
or crawl.
This was like Saturday night, so I don't think Snap was running.
I was worried you were gonna say this was like 7 p.m.
No. This was like 11:45 ish.
Okay.
Still early in the night, but we had
Yeah.
to walk back. So I was just hunched over, grabbing my stomach, groaning the entire... I don't remember getting home. I remember waking up in my bed the next day.
Yeah.
I drank so much, my kidneys hurt. Like,
Kidneys.
I was... I
It's
went...
kind of when we wake up the next morning, your liver's like, you damn kids.
Pretty much. I woke up and I was like, okay, my head doesn't hurt, so I'm not, and then I moved and my lower back, right where the kidneys are, just screamed. I was just like, ah!
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So that was that one.
God.
That was my first experience with way too much alcohol.
Here, let's alternate. I got one. This is when I first got to college, there was a series of instances where I would get drunk, and it was like the first time that I was really just getting drunk. I had drinks before, but I'd never just like...
Drank to get drunk?
Drank to forget.
Okay.
Drink to forget. Drink
College.
to forget a loss.
Milledgeville will do that to you.
No, yeah, fuck.
He said drinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peel my liver.
So there was a time where I was like going to the same like place to go partying every once in a while, and this is just a normal one of those basically, but somehow harder liquor showed up, and I wasn't ready for that. I had been doing shots of vodka, and I was like, I like shots of vodka. Shots of vodka are the right way to go. Make sure that's off and not doing that. Shots of vodka are a good way to go, I said to myself.
You were getting white girl drunk.
Yeah, at the time, every week I was getting pretty white girl drunk. And then, in this instance, somebody brought whiskey, which I didn't really understand the differences between whiskey and vodka and their alcohol content.
Small difference.
Yeah, and then I decided to fill an entire like RTD2 mug full of like this Ladybird apple whiskey. And I finished that pretty quickly. To my... I felt pretty good. I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. Tolerant as hell.
You were whiskey drunk.
I wasn't whiskey drunk yet.
Oh, okay. You were pretty whiskey drunk.
Because I was so amped up and I was so excited and I felt so macho about it, I go out and I get... You got the bottle of Ladybird whiskey. It's apple flavored this time. Not peach.
Okay. I've never had Ladybird, so...
I haven't had it since. I saw it and had a dog in the thing and I was like, I like it.
Okay, side note, when we do the vodcast, we have to get a liquor that we have had bad experiences with.
Okay, I guess, well, we know what mine is.
And we know what mine is. Anyways, go on.
So, I get real liquored up.
Like you do.
Yeah. And as soon as I get about halfway through the second mug of whiskey, the second fucking mug of whiskey, it's a goddamn mug. I wish I had that coffee mug from earlier still here, because I could show you. It's about the size of like a fist, and then porcelain around the fist. Anyway.
More whiskey than any one human should be consuming in one go, let alone two goes.
Yeah, this instance is one of my biggest regrets, because during this entire point, I'm like going out to the porch and like smoking an entire pack of cigarettes at the same time. Just like going.
Okay.
Just going. And then, because I don't feel it anymore. I don't feel the cancer. I don't feel anything anymore. I feel healthy. I feel fine. I'm the strongest man that's ever lived. And then I black out. I'll get the next morning at 11:45 in the morning.
How bad did we feel?
Oh, how I felt pretty chipper, actually. A little sore in places. Felt like I had to really shake off the vomit. But the best part of it was the stories from the night before.
You had to piece it back together,
Keep
hangover
in mind,
style.
the snap happened around 10:30 at night.
Oh, shit.
And
the night was young.
For old Nick, it was. I didn't hit the hay until, I guess, around 2.
Okay. You got a full 9 hours.
From what I remember. But the most interesting parts of it, hey, there. How's it
You're
going?
gonna have to walk through.
You gotta walk through.
Yeah.
The most interesting parts of it were the stories from the nights before and like the Snapchat stories that showed up. One of which was me rolling on my haunches, eating some white bread, which is very characteristic of me. Just the life of the party over here, eating some white bread. Another series of stories involved me vomiting into a toilet, holding the towel rack until the towel rack couldn't support my weight anymore, and I tore it off the wall.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where were you?
In one of the apartments over on Liberty Street.
Okay.
And I kept going, and like, so people were like, "You okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine.
I got it.
I'm fine. Everything's okay." And this is like 2 years ago at this point, so the memory's not... It's less there than it was in the first place.
And it wasn't there that well to begin with.
Right, and that night I ate a lot of spaghetti, so that was just... It was a terrible night for everyone else. For me, it felt like a time warp.
There was vomit on your sweater already? Mom's spaghetti?
Arms weak, arm spaghetti. Knees weak, arm spaghetti. Yeah, that was that's the only time I've ever blacked out drunk. I've never like gotten that bad since. I have gotten like weirdly blitzed and vomited and stuff like that. I just haven't blacked out.
Yeah, I haven't. I never fully blacked out during that last story. There are parts I don't remember, but I never fully blacked out. I browned out, as they would say on It's Always Sunny.
Browning out is a thing.
Yeah, side note, this was not me vomiting, this was somebody else vomiting. Were you at one of Alex's parties, I can't remember which one it was, where somebody puked in the bathtub? And it was chunky so it wouldn't go down?
I feel like I was.
Somebody was using the toilet, and somebody else had to puke.
I feel like I know the story, yeah.
So they ended up puking in the bathtub, and Alex didn't realize it till the day after. He's like, oh, come the fuck on!
That's an Alex thing. That would happen, though.
That was his place over on Hancock.
Yeah, he was asking for it.
Yeah.
Deep down. God, getting drunk is always a mistake, isn't it? It's never a good time.
It's always a mistake, but a lot of times it's a mistake that you have to make.
Right, it facilitates all right times.
Growth.
Yeah,
Personal
growth, maybe, I don't know. I got pretty blitzed this weekend, and I picked up a lot of people, hugged a lot of people. It's a real feeling mood this weekend. Yeah, I happen to live on a street where there's like a bunch of parties that happen. Like Montgomery, if you just walk down it, there's usually parties happening. Like it was homecoming weekend, so you could just walk down it and there's parties going on.
So you just walked in?
Basically, in Hoodie Allen, like the person who performed at the homecoming concert was this artist named Hoodie Allen. And he was actually late for the concert, so he couldn't perform. But he showed up at this party. Someone found him downtown and dragged him to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just while I enjoy.
You mean Afro Man wasn't there this year?
I want
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh God. I wanted to be Reggie Watts one year.
Which one's he?
Take the fuck that shit.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fuck shit stack. Fuck shit stack.
Okay.
It's quality stuff, man. He's a comedy Bang Bang guy.
Oh.
It's like the Afro. He's actually he's super musically talented.
Is he also on IT Squad?
No. I think you're thinking of Fly the Conchords.
Okay. Would you say his name is Reggie Watts?
Reggie Watts. You might recognize. He's a Comedy Central, like king over there right now.
I think I know who you're talking about. I think. Yep. I know him.
He looks really lovable.
He does. He's snuggly.
Snuggly. In a homeless kind of way.
Snuggly, and you might want to wash him before you snuggle wet.
Well. He's a Teddy Ruxpin with some dirty words. Which is what I want on my business card.
Teddy Ruxpin with dirty words. Okay, well, I will share another one then.
Yeah, go ahead.
This one is the story of the black pepper chicken fiasco.
Go on, I don't want to guess.
You won't. Actually, you might. Again, it involves vomiting. I was drinking lightly that night.
Yeah.
I didn't even have that much, but I guess my problem was I mixed, because I had like a shot and a half of vodka, a couple shots of whiskey, some beer,
well,
I think some wine at one point.
The radar on the submarine just went boop.
Yeah. And before I had, like a normal person, before I drank, I ate. But I ate black pepper chicken, which, as the name suggests, has black pepper on it.
Right.
For those of you that aren't aware, black pepper is sharp around the edges. Very.
Okay.
And
This sounds
I
bloody.
started to feel pretty bad. So I went downstairs in Bella Hall for some reason and proceeded to spend the better part of 2.5 hours puking into the sink down there.
Why the sink? Why the
Because
sink?
it was all that was there. I couldn't get to the bathroom. I couldn't move that fast. But being that black pepper is sharp, it cut my throat so badly on the way up. My throat burned so bad. There was no blood, thank God. But again, I puked for like 2.5 hours, and it was
just sore. Yeah.
Heavy puking.
Oh,
so like the next day, I had puked so hard, I had burst the blood vessels around my eyes.
Oh.
So I had 2 black eyes.
You look like the guy with the zombie virus in 21.
It looked like somebody had beat the shit out of me. Like I walked into one of my friends' rooms, and they're like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Who beat you up?" I was like, "Alcohol."
Like the trailer for this in my head is Johnny Cash's Hurt.
I hurt myself today.
Cut myself today.
Yes.
And just like you vomiting, it's like, to see if I still feel
Like it's a shot-for-shot remake of the prequel to Logan. You know.
Okay.
But I went and I got some mint tea, and then I went to my other friend's dorm, and we had, because this was right after the snowpocalypse,
I remember that.
where we had to stock up on canned food and water because it was the end of the world. So I had a couple of cans of SpaghettiOs.
It was like an inch of snow here.
Exactly. But I had a couple of cans of SpaghettiOs that I left in her room. And so I was like, can I just crash here, please? She's like, sure, just don't spill the SpaghettiOs. I went to get them out of the fucking microwave, spilled them everywhere. To my credit, I cleaned them up, and then proceeded to heat up the second can of SpaghettiOs.
I imagine you're like, that was my fault, but
My bad.
I do want SpaghettiOs still.
Oh, I didn't sour my taste for them.
You think the vomit would have done that?
No, that soured my taste for most food. I still can't hardly eat black pepper chicken.
Chinese food specifically is very heavy.
It's good for drinking, though.
It's solid.
Lo mein is great for soaking up.
I won't
booze.
do them, man. I don't know why I won't. I just look at it and I see snakes.
Okay. Do you have a second story? Because that's where mine ends. Looking like I get the shit beat out of me.
I'm thinking about... Because I have a habit of embarrassing myself when I'm drunk.
You have a habit of doing that when you're sober, but go on.
Yeah, I embarrass myself quite a bit. Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes, here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Yeah, I have a habit of embarrassing myself when I'm drunk. I'm trying to think of an instance where I did that to an extreme, other than that one.
Because I've never seen you rip-roaring drunk. I've seen you tipsy and lightly smashed.
I won't go downtown. I won't, like, go into town if I'm already smashed.
Mm-hmm.
But I will, like, find my way home.
Like a drunk homing pigeon.
That is my number one ability when I'm drunk. That is the one thing I'm still capable of at all times.
Just navigate.
Yeah, because I have this weird anxiety about sleeping at other people's places. So I need to, like, manage my way home.
Are you a nervous peer as well? You have a shy bladder?
No.
Are you a nervous pooper?
No, I will do both of those right outside the house where the party's going. I don't care. It's sleeping there, yeah. And while this guy's just taking a shit out here.
What?
What do you want? Sir, this is the police. Yeah? What about it?
Who sent you?
How's your night going, officer? No, like, do you have any, like, talents you get when you're drunk? Like, you get a superpower?
Well, everybody gets the ability to dance, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah!
Brain's like, I can't dance. Tequila's like, yes, you can. And you should.
Brain's like, I shouldn't fight him. Tequila's like, you're stronger than him. He's weak. Look at him.
I
Weak
lose
will.
my ability to say I become incredibly loquacious
Ooh.
and verbose.
Yeah, that is a fucking superpower. That's what that is.
I say exactly what I need to say, and I don't have to stop to think about it, which is kind of bad because I should stop to think about it.
No, probably, yeah.
I'm saying stupid shit.
But I don't know. I have the homing home.
Yeah,
Yeah, go home.
I'm decently good at that.
Yeah, there's that, and that.
Oh, I can wolf down some chicken biscuits, but that's a different story.
Oh fuck.
Golden Pantry. Woo!
Yeah, golden panties is a staple of this environment that
It's
we're
a
in.
Milledgeville landmark.
It's beautiful.
Like, when I was training for Marco's Pizza in Warner Robins, there was a guy who used to live here, used to work at one of the Domino's. And we were talking about Belgium. I was like, yeah, the other night I was drunk and I went to Golden Pantry. He just kind of goes,
Ah, yes. Chicken biscuits. You get the
Went there
table
sober
logs.
one time. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, don't go there.
Also,
during
don't
the
buy
day.
string cheese from Golden Pantry.
Don't buy string cheese from anywhere, Ryan.
I buy it from Walmart. It's okay.
Don't do string cheese.
Anyways,
Just get shredded cheese and eat it like a snack.
other superpowers including getting home.
Yeah, getting home is one of my superpowers. I think I'm stronger than everybody.
Weirdly athletic. Gotcha.
Right, yeah. Not weirdly athletic. I just think I am. I just think I am.
So delusional.
Yeah. Like, I ended up, last time I was drunk, drunk. Last time I was like blitz. I ended up on a roof. Which, I mean, I wasn't the only one on the roof, right? I wasn't the sole roofer. I was in a group of roofers. And like birds, we just stayed up there, and I laid down and looked at the stars, and suddenly I needed to get down. I needed to get down right that fucking second. I don't know why, but in my body it was like, leave, 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 leave.
You had a Final Destination moment?
It was this whole roof's going down, and you don't want to be on it. So I immediately start scrambling for this, like, a rusted out, like, pipe ladder. You know, it's like pipes and then pipes and pipes. I start scrambling for that to get down from this thing. I put my foot down. Rung's missing.
Oh, shit.
So I drop for a second, find the other rung. And at this point, I have become party baby. You know, people see this happening, they're like, we don't need somebody dying tonight. So there's, like, one
You're the
person
one
at the
everyone's
bottom.
keeping an eye on.
Yeah, but everyone's at the same level of drunk. I just happen to be the one who wants to do something with it.
Okay.
Everyone else just wants to
You
sit
seize
around.
the initiative.
I don't get this opportunity often. I just want to scream. But yeah, I made my way down this ladder, and there was like 4 people holding the ladder on each side, because I was just like, I'm 200 pounds of aimless and confused and drunk floating off this roof.
You're like a sad drunk puppy.
I need to escape. At which point I did.
Okay.
Escaped into the night. I disappear into the night like a ship passing in the night. I don't like that night was in that sentence twice, but it was, and we have to deal with that now.
I'm usually pretty good at keeping track of you when we're...
Yeah, no, we haven't been downtown together in a while.
No, we haven't.
We should. We need to social more.
People.
Yeah. It's so cold in here. It's like 4 degrees.
Because you're a wuss.
I was born in Ohio.
Because you're a wuss.
In the midwestern snow plains of Kentucky. No, I don't know. I enjoy getting drunk. I just don't want to.
Initiate it.
Well, I just don't want to.
It's beer. You're not getting drunk.
Oh, listen, I didn't drink for like a year. And then let's say around, when did I move here? Around January, midway through January. I sat down and played like Circle of Fire with Ashley and Kaylee and Danny, or Ashley's boyfriend. And I drank like, say 4 beers. It was gone.
Yeah.
It was all gone.
Woo!
Because I didn't drink for like a year. I didn't do hard liquor or anything. It was gone. I mean, I did like some vodka here and there, but never enough to get blitzed. And then it knocked me out.
I was in a similar situation. I hadn't drank anything more than like a beer.
Yeah, and suddenly you're a 150-pound white girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I've slowly been training my liver to prepare for St. Patty's Day because Guinness is coming.
St. Patty's Day is the 17th of March.
It is indeed. It's a Friday. And I'm going to have to work all day, and I'm going to go downtown. Be wearing my kilt all day.
Excited.
I ordered my sporin, my kilt hose, and my kilt pin.
I have a very basic understanding of the equipment necessary to enable like kilt wearage.
Sporin is the man purse.
The man purse. Good.
Like the
Good.
Scottish fanny pack.
Now I thought that was a part of the bagpipe.
No.
No. Okay.
No, it is a separate. It attaches to the belt,
Okay.
which can either be leather or chain.
Ah.
And then
Chain like a dog's train.
more or less, the kilt hose are the socks.
Ah.
The
little
woolens-
tassels.
I don't have any tassels for them, mainly because finding the tassels with the right tartan pattern for my clan
You need
is
the crest.
kind of hard.
Right.
Oh no, the kilt pin I got is the crest of my clan.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah,
That's some sick
Clan Hamilton.
kiltage.
through.
Kiltage is hell.
So, but I'm ready. I'm ready for St. Patty's Day.
Good.
At least I like to think I am. I'm putting away some money here and there because it's expensive.
Yeah.
I'll spend $70 downtown.
No, I don't
Thursday.
like paying money to get drunk. That's a problem I have.
Mm. After about 2 drinks, money stops being an issue.
Yeah, Like, we had some guests over and they left expensive bourbon, and that is nice.
What'd they leave?
I think it's like Buffalo, Kentucky or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much it costs. I'm not familiar with the
But
brands
it's
and
pleasant.
such. It comes in a glass bottle, and it's very pleasant when you drink it. Yeah.
The fact that you have to specify tells me everything I need to know about what you drink regularly.
Yeah. We have tequila in there. That's the brand is Gold.
If the bottle bounces when you drop it,
Right.
it's designed to be
Yes.
dropped.
Yes. Let it go.
It's designed to be drunk in not moderation.
Mm-hmm. God, I don't know, I need to...
Plastic liquor bottles are the sippy cup of adults.
I need to actually spend money to get drunk at some point. And I'm tired of getting drunk on stuff that isn't... I feel like it's a different quality of drunk.
Yeah, it's a much more content drunk. Like, right. I paid for this, I earned it. As opposed to stealing your drunk.
I'm a drunk thief.
I pilfered my booze.
I'm a drunk and a thief. Filthy lucre. Yeah. Beer is usually easy to come by. I don't really care what kind of beer I drink. It's just... I need to get more picky about my liquor. You get a text?
No, I just sent one.
Oh, okay. Gotta check.
Yeah, you know to whom.
Yes.
So,
I'm just checking the time. We're at 46 minutes.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Sick nasty.
Do we have anything else?
I mean, no more than what we've done. I feel like the vodcast will be interesting.
It approaches.
It approaches, the podcast approaches. Do you want to do that on St. Pat? No, we can't do that.
No, we can't do it on St. Patty's Day.
No, yeah, that would...
Brutal.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Well, hold on to that expensive bourbon until we do that.
I'll say I have some scotch, too.
Okay.
Get whiskey drunk.
Kind of miss the gin. Drink all the gin. No, that's gone. Gin is great.
I hate gin.
Gin's great.
It's awful.
Well, I think that's it for this week.
Juniper flavored battery acid.
Well, I think that's it for this week.
It's been a podcast.
It has been a podcast. We don't have an outro for this week, do we?
We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We should just make up a new one. What should we say?
Oh.
The Empire has struck back. Until further notice, the Empire is watching us. It's episode 6 of Telefy FM. You can find our stuff at, usually you can go to Facebook, you can look up Telefy FM, you'll find all the other sources of us.
Our Patreon, our
YouTube.
Gmail, YouTube. Send us something, please, for the love of God, because as you can tell, we don't come up with content very well on our own.
I feel like the alcohol will lubricate things when that happens.
Yeah, whether that's a good or a bad thing, we still have to see.
Oh, we'll see, definitely. So yeah, if you want to ask us any questions or send us anything, you can email us at telefy.fm@gmail.com.
Telefyfm at gmail.com, yeah.
Yeah, telefy.fm.
And
.fm.
until next week, have the day you deserve.
Just be kind to people, honestly, you know?
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. That is another... Okay, yeah, that works. Alright, thanks for listening.
Bye.
But there was no one on the sidewalk, so we all looked back at her. And we saw in her homeless hands she had a 1960s mirror. A pretty plastic girly one framed in a purple case. And she was screaming at herself, and she was spitting at her face. The intersection, looking at each other's faces, each one a shocked reflection. We laugh with nervous laughter at the crazies in the street, but it's only 'cause we know it's how we kind of want to be. And there's a fraction of a brain cell chain that makes us what we are. One false move, you're in the mirror, someone's laughing from the car. Half a dozen times, and that she has a bunch of mirrors, she has lots of different kinds. And I wondered what she'd shouted, and I wondered what she'd done. And the light turned green and someone said we ought to put her in a song. I feel sorry for that woman as she stormed off in a day, with a bitter frozen enemy who will never go away. So many of us hate ourselves but never shout in rage. We never get to hold a mirror, we never turn the page. And I'm lucky I've got people who'll hold me in the night. And I'm lucky that you love me, and I'm glad we never fight. And I'm lucky that I like myself, but late at night I doubt. So I'm scared to look in mirrors, just in case I start to shout.